too official. Do the flag, blew the whistle. 3 words, 2 official.
It's your guy who was never lying, sometimes defiant, TP Way the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and rocking with me, man. Please make sure that you like this video. And if you are new to the channel, man, go ahead and subscribe, especially if you are a New York Giant fan, man. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. So, there has been talks about Aqib, Talib criticizing, some even say hating, on my QB1, J Money, a.k.a. JAXSON, a.k.a. Jackson Dart. Now, me personally, I've seen the clips, and I see Giant fans, you know, getting at them. But I don't like to go by clips, because clips can be, you know, deceiving. Give me the full message. Let me see the full message. Let me get the context to everything. And then we could go from there. So without further ado, that's exactly what I want to do, man. I want to go ahead and you know, get a listen with y'all, man, and see what Aqib Talib had to say about my quarterback one. Let's go.
I just want to talk about the superstar.
I knew you. He's been itching over here to talk about the
I want to talk about the superstar, bro. So
talk about him.
Let's hear it.
13 points. That was pretty good. First 2 drives or first 4 drives. In the second half, let's see what the superstar did. First possession, punt. Second possession, touchdown. All runs. And Tracy Bruss for 40 yards. All runs. You completed a 7-yard pass. 7 other runs, one of them for a touchdown. Boom, touchdown. The next possession, a tip pass for a 40-yard touchdown. Whoop-dee-doo. The superstar got a ball.
Whoop-de-doo. That's a touchdown. Those are points on the board.
Man. What did the superstar do there?
Superstars get those bounce.
That was another interception. Hufanga, he didn't see Hufanga coming. Hufanga came, tipped the ball up. That's an interception you're throwing.
Whoa,
then you get guys who don't really.
Maybe I'm completely wrong, right? So I'm not gonna, you know, be too critical here, and I'm not gonna be on this case here. But I could have sworn the ball hit Wan'Dale Robinson in his hands. Now, maybe I am wrong. Maybe the defender did tip the pass. But I thought the ball hit Wan'Dale in his hands. He wasn't ready for it. But again, I digress because, you know, I could be wrong. So I'll stand down.
Watch the game. You see the stat line. So he threw a 40-yard touchdown. Now that's bullshit. That's bullshit, right? That's another bullshit touchdown. Okay, what do you do on the next?
How do y'all feel about that? I'm sorry, I really hate to keep stopping the video. I know y'all want to listen to what he's saying, but how do y'all feel about that? What is your view on that? I mean, do you have the stance of at the end of the day, a touchdown is a touchdown no matter how he got it in there? Or does he have an argument here saying that, okay, well, we're not going to credit Jackson Dart for a tipped pass, for a lucky situation? Y'all let me know in the comments, man, how y'all view it. To be honest with you, if we're assessing the quarterback, and this is me getting my feelings out of this, if we're assessing the quarterback, I think it is fair to assess situations with what is deserving and what is, you know, not so. I don't think that you can necessarily credit Jackson Dart for something like that. But in the same breath and time, we can't discredit the man. Because I'm not going to hold you. I'm result-based. Like me, I'm the type of person, I don't care how we get in the end zone as long as we get in the end zone. Me, I don't care how we win the game as long as we win the game. So that's me personally. But that's an interesting, you know, conversation piece, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think.
Back is starting now. What do you do next? Interception. What do you do next? Punt. What do you do next? Bullshit, pass interference, reach over the goal line. He did absolutely nothing in the second half of that game.
Play calling in the fourth quarter.
He did absolutely nothing in the second half of that game. I saw it with my own eyes. I watched him close. I even put down my last cocktail so I can let me be alert.
All right, so listen. I'm not gonna hold y'all because y'all heard me say this, man, in the film study that I did, man, talking about Jackson Dart, what he looked like, man, in a late game stretch. Now, there's two sides to it. There's one side that says, listen, at the end of the day, without Jackson Dart, without his ability to extend plays, without his early performance in that game, I mean, you're not even talking about a comeback. Let's make that clear. But in the same breath and time, man, I mean, look, let's be real. He looked like complete ass. He looked like complete ass in a late game stretch. And I think Giant fans, man, have to do a better job at a fair, well-balanced analysis. See, what irritates me, and no, you know what? This brings up a good point. What irritates me about Giant fans is that they get their favorites, and their favorites are just all of a sudden above criticism until it's a point in time to where you can't no longer hide it. But the way I see it is this. I don't care if you're the best player on the team. I don't care if you're the most talented. I think everybody deserves his criticism. It is okay for me to say, you know what? I don't like the way Jackson Dart looked right here. I think Jackson Dart looked like complete ass in the fourth quarter. It is okay to say that and still believe that's my quarterback. Still believe, you know what, without Jackson Dart, you know, there wouldn't have even been a game. It's okay to have a well-balanced analysis. Just keep it funky. Keep it funky. I don't like when y'all just try to, you know, cover shit with flowers. All of y'all talking about, oh, Jackson Dart, he's just a rookie, and oh, give him some grace. See, I don't stand with that. I don't stand with that. I'm not saying crucify him. I'm not saying not to put things in context. But come on, man. Everybody deserves their fair share of criticism. So anyway, that's how I look at it. Let's get back to it.
Alert after drinking all day?
Let me watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me really lock in and watch this shit. I even watched it again this morning on the plane. Let me watch it again. Bro, he did absolutely nothing. But when we took the lead and he had to come back and play quarterback, Pat Surtain drop pick. Afunganim, another drop pick. Like, bro, I watch quarterbacks. I study quarterbacks, man. If you labeling this dude a superstar, then I don't know what the fuck Bo Nix is. Simple as that.
Up and down.
Well, shit. Jackson Dart looked like the better quarterback, man. Jackson Dart looked like the better quarterback. I mean, if we comparing him and Bo Nix. But, you know, who cares at the end of the day? Because the Broncos won. The Broncos won. Now, in the same breath and time, I'm not too mad at what Talib is saying here. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, and I don't want y'all to get at me. I'm not too mad at what he's saying it. But let's hear this thing out.
Up and down.
He's a superstar because this Giants team was left for dead.
They still left for dead.
No, they're not.
They 2-4 left for dead.
They got the juice.
We're talking about
now
they got the juice, but they 2-4.
In the big market.
I'm on the.
He is the reason why.
I like this. I like this. This is another thing, man, that me and Giant fans, we don't necessarily see eye to eye with. I like that exchange right there. Talib said, look, at the end of the day, they are a 2-win team. They are still left for dead. And that is exactly how I feel when talking about this team. And y'all try to defend Coach Brian Dable's ass. Y'all sit here and try to tell me, oh, well, the offense has looked better than it has looked for years. So the fuck what? We are still left for dead. The results are still the results. There is no reason why we should be a 2-win team right now. That's the fact of the matter. That's what I be trying to put in Giant fans' head. Stop with these small-ass moral victories. I don't want to hear that shit. We are still left for fucking dead. Let me calm down, man.
They are relevant.
They not relevant.
And Scatabo.
They 2-4. Why are they last in the damn NFC?
They went in there.
Why are they relevant?
They went in there and blanked their ass.
He went in there and blanked the second half and lost the fucking game. Delay game. He had 2 delay games.
He did.
He smoked the game.
Blaming
him, the quarterback and the head coach smoked the game. It should have been worse because he threw 2 interceptions. Why he would before he reached over the goal line, he really threw another 2 interceptions. Our guys fighting over the pitch.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
There should have been a pick.
We can't crown that shit.
Did too.
I will not let us crown that in the gridiron. That's bullshit.
You're
the Giants
saying,
not relevant. They're
right.
2-4.
Let me have my
bottom of the barrel NFC.
Hey, Talib, I ain't gonna hold you. I really didn't have this expectation of coming up here like siding with him, man, because I really thought this was gonna be a video, man, of me really talking to Aqib here, man. But I ain't gonna lie, he's low key cooking right now. He's low key cooking, and I don't know. It's a weird position because it's like, you know, we're not, but are relevant. Like, we're the most relevant 2-win team in the NFL right now. Like, I don't know. I understand both sides.
He's trash.
Let me
leave him there.
Let me have my turn. They went in there. They were blanking their ass. This is a hot team that had come back. Defense is flying around. The second half, they stalled out because they got conservative play calling. They were attempting to run the clock out, but they couldn't get it done. Turn around, hand it to Scatabo. Turn around, hand it to Scatabo. And not creative, just downhill double teams duo. Tried to make some plays to get down the end, but the play calling, getting conservative, them not running out the clock, that's what stymied his second half production. For the first 3 quarters of that game, he is a fucking superstar.
Did you see what he did in the second quarter?
What did he do?
He had a punt, and they had a all-run drive for a touchdown. He did nothing. So
So you're gonna blame play calling for what he did in the second quarter, but then you're not gonna blame play calling in the fourth quarter.
I'm not gonna give him credit for a Tracy touchdown. I'm not gonna give him credit for a tip pass.
You're not gonna give him for marching into Denver and blanking their ass and almost coming out with a win.
Who he blank? Who did he blank? We talking about
the entire Denver offense, the entire Denver team. Goose egg going into the fourth. They had the juice. They had the momentum, and that's because of Jackson Dart. They had Russell Wilson. Guys couldn't relate to him.
I agree with my man here. You know, a lot of the things that you may see and may be the results of momentum shifters. And what I mean by that is, you know, there's things that Jackson Dart may have done in the game that may not have been football play-wise, but were momentum shifters and where other players on the team fed off of what Jackson Dart brought to the table. You know, Jackson Dart kicked this shit off. So I'm not going to discredit Jackson Dart for what Aqib is saying of rushing touchdown and moving up the ball by putting the ball on the ground. Like, no, that's still in some way, shape, or form is a Jackson Dart thing, man. So I get it if you don't want to, like, you know, credit him to the T for that. I get that, but what we're not going to do is discredit him. So, nah, Jackson Dart definitely deserves his brownie points for that, man.
Put Dart in there. Look at the defense. Look at Burns. Look at Thibodeau. Look at those guys flying around to make plays.
Flying in the locker room after the game, pissed off again.
Denver
because they lost.
Denver talk shit. Your boys opened their mouth.
They did.
Bulletin board material for the Giants.
They did.
And they came in there and whipped that ass for 3 quarters.
And they came out, y'all came out crying, and we came out popping bottles. So who got their ass whooped?
I don't think Denver was popping bottles after that one.
Why wouldn't they be? They just said world history, and it's the best fucking comeback ever.
World history.
NFL, why wouldn't we pop bottles?
Because they got their asses kicked for 3 quarters.
All right, Rich,
Yeah,
can I say this? Okay. He is currently not a superstar. You cannot bless him as a superstar currently because what he's doing consistently is what he did yesterday. Go look at his games. When he came out versus Chargers, he come out hot, put up two buckets, stall out. Went up to New Orleans, 2 buckets.
Down here.
Who's he got catching
These
passes?
two together.
We ain't doing that now. Now, I get, man, you was better off bringing up the Saint game, but what we not going to do is try to discredit the man of what he did in the Charger game. He answered that test. First NFL game of his career. Wasn't supposed to win that game at all. Malik Neighbors just went down. Absolutely not. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear about no stalling, no none of that shit. That was Jackson. That was the Jackson Dart game right there. For sure.
Richie,
Who are his wide receivers?
No, Richie, let me finish.
You don't care. Mr. Neighbors. He's throwing passes to tight ends over. He is making something out of nothing.
He is, but this is why you can't. This is why nothing. And this is me who y'all clip this and y'all set me up.
Speak on it.
Listen, when I said he's a brewing superstar, one because of the market he's in.
That plays a lot into it.
He's extremely marketable. He's playing well right now, and who he's playing for, but his trajectory. But you can't stamp him now as a current superstar because you cannot play good to start the game and then stall out every single game. This is what's happening.
I would blame supporting cast. I would blame supporting cast.
Shit.
But no, listen, superstar.
His fault, right? This is one of his first. This is his first little run as a rookie. What I'm saying is he gives the team life. Scatabo gives the team life. This team was left for dead.
You want to know what a superstar looks like? You remember that game we watched last week on Thursday Night Football with Pittsburgh and the Bengals? You seen that last drive?
Joe Flacco is a superstar?
Forget Joe Flacco. I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers, the 4-time MVP. Did you see how that drive went? He started out, boom, he scrambled, stepped up, he threw a pass, he threw a dot, it got tipped, okay? We come back the next play. What do? Boom, step up, quick little strike. What do? They get a penalty, go back. Right after that, boom, strike for a touchdown. That's what superstars do.
You know what else?
It's not about
who's Aaron Rodgers have on the outside?
But do you know what
Who
else?
did he throw the touchdown to? It wasn't DK Metcalf.
Yeah, see, my only disagreement with what he is saying, and I get what he's saying, but I mean, let's think about what happened in that game. At the end of the day, Jackson Dart had the last laugh when it comes to, touchdowns is concerned. Like, there's literally no more he could have did. Now, we could have our opinion on what that pass interference was, but at the end of the day, he punched it in and he got in the end zone. And it was 30 seconds left that he gave that defense, man, to operate to prevent them from getting the field goal. So that's nothing that like for real, that is supposed to be a game won by Jackson Dart. That's supposed to be that. But circumstances were so fucking ridiculous that the defense completely dropped the ball. They kick a field goal to win the game. I mean, Jackson Dart can't play defense. He can't play defense. So it's like he did enough to also win the game in a sense. So it's the same thing, man, when we go back to that Dallas game and I was talking about Russell Wilson, his performance, and, a lot of people, wanted to over-criticize what happened in overtime. And, my stance was, okay, but fuck, man. Like, Russell Wilson did his job. Like, he did more than enough that Dallas game to win that game. Once he threw that ball to Malik Neighbors, that game is supposed to be over, man. There's like, come on, man. What much more can a man do? And it's the same premise here.
Firemouth, yeah.
Firemouth.
You know what superstars do?
Who is Firemouth?
Tell me.
Superstars find a way to win when you're down 19-0 in the fourth quarter. They win. That's what superstars do. You know what non-superstars do? You find a way to lose when you up 19-0 in the fourth quarter. You find a way to lose that shit. That's the head coach and the quarterback.
Yep.
Y'all lost that shit together. That's what non-superstars do.
Defense didn't have anything to say.
Superstars find a way to win that game. The defense had something to do with Bo Nix winning.
Okay.
They got an interception and a 3-and-out. They had something to do with that. But it's a quarterback-driven league in wins and losses. You can't say when we lost, now it's not the quarterback.
We'll blame the whole loss on Jackson Dart.
Okay, bottom line.
He had a lot
I need your bottom line to this. Is Jackson Dart not the answer in New York?
He is.
No.
What? Not the answer?
If the answer.
Oh, all right. Well, we don't gotta hear too much more of that. I think that just did it right there. If Talib was, if he was winning the argument, he just lost it right there to me. He just lost it right there to me. But I actually appreciate the back and forth, man. I do, and I understand. I'm like this to a degree. I don't like when I hear people outside of Giant Nation, man, being overcritical of our mess, of our quarterback at that. But I must say, man, this kind of took a different turn than what I expected. I really thought I was gonna come up here and I was gonna talk my shit. I was gonna defend my QB1, and I really am not too mad about what Talib is saying. I think he's kind of missing certain points and how important Jackson Dart is to this team and what he brings to not just this team, but to the NFL and you know, what I believe he is going to be. But in the same breath and time, man, I think there were some good points as far as, you know, his performance and it just not being also a perfect look in that regard. You know what I mean? There's a lot of factors into it, of course. But all in all, I appreciate the conversation, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what was your take from this, what was your takeaway from this. Let me know how y'all look at it. Dope conversation here, man. I love a good conversation. I love a good, you know, verbal spar, and I could respect it, man. Do y'all think Talib is a hater, or do y'all think this man is actually making some type of sense, man? I'll leave that up to you. But New York Giants, salute to each and every one of you, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me and tuning in to this, man. Again, please make sure that you like this video. Also, make sure that you subscribe. I will holler at y'all, and until I holler at y'all, of course, Fee-Fi-Fo-FUMM. Peace.
Naked air lion, naked air tiger, how we swinging nine, walking through the fire, certified pioneer. Yeah. Keep applying pressure to the foes, going closer than I appear, closer than my dish. Yeah. Keep away the giant here.